Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Have you ever asked yourself why do so many students hate writing? For many students, writing feels stressful, boring, and even scary. However, what if writing could become more meaningful, enjoyable, and less intimidating? Today, I want to introduce a very useful textbook titled Brain-Friendly Strategies for Developing Students' Writing Skills, written by Annie Hansen. This book is especially helpful not only for teachers but also for us as future English teachers because it teaches how to create writing classes that are more engaging, supportive, and effective. Okay, the second slide, there is a book information. First of all, let me tell you some basic information about this book. This book was written by Annie Hansen and published by Corwin Press. This is the second edition. The main focus of this book is brain-compatible writing instruction. In simple words, the book explains how teachers can teach writing by understanding how students' brains learn best. So, instead of forcing students to memorize writing rules, teachers are encouraged to create learning experiences that feel safe, interesting, and meaningful. And the third slide about the book. Next, let's talk about the background of this book. Annie Hansen starts from a very relatable problem. Many students dislike writing because they think writing is difficult, stressful, and boring. As a result, students often lose confidence and motivation. Therefore, this book offers practical solutions through a brain-friendly learning approach. In other words, writing is not only about grammar or structure, but also about emotions, memory, creativity, and student engagement. This makes the book different from traditional writing textbooks. Okay, the first slide, there is a main idea of the book. Now, let's move to the main ideas of this book. According to Hansen, students learn better when they feel safe and respected in the classroom. So, there are 4 important principles in this book. First is safety. Students need a classroom where they do not feel afraid of making mistakes. And the second is respect. Teachers should appreciate different learning styles and student abilities. And the third, novelty, which means learning activities should be interesting, challenging, and not repetitive. And fourth is memory. New lessons should connect with students' previous knowledge and personal experiences. In addition, Hansen believes writing should be meaningful and connected to students' real lives. Finally, teachers should not only teach writing, but also become more writing coaches. And the fifth slide, there is 6 features of effective instruction. So, furthermore, this book presents 6 features of effective instruction. First, teachers should make connection across instruction, curriculum, and real life. Second, students should learn skills through multiple lesson types. The third, test preparation should be integrated naturally into learning, not separated as stressful drills. And fourth, students need strategies for doing the work independently. The fifth, students are expected to become generative thinkers, meaning they can create ideas, solve problems, and think critically. And lastly, classroom should encourage cognitive collaboration through discussion and teamwork. These 6 features make writing instruction more balanced and student-centered. Now, in the 6th slide, there is interesting strategies. What makes this book even more interesting in the practical classroom strategies? For example, the book discusses multiple intelligences, so teachers can understand different students' learning preferences. Another strategy is brain surveys, where students identify their learning styles. There is also a fun activity called Color Your Brain, where students visualize their own learning strength. Besides that, students are encouraged to write from their memories, emotion, and personal experiences. The book also promotes collaborative writing activities. As you can see, these strategies are creative, interactive, and very engaging. Now, in the 7th slide, there is a strength of the book. Now, let's evaluate the strength of this book. First, this book is very practical and easy to apply in classroom. For examples, teachers can directly use activities like brain surveys or collaborative writing. And second, the book is strongly supported by educational research. So, teachers are not only given ideas, but also evidence behind those ideas. And the third, the language is easy to understand, which is helpful for beginner teachers and education students like us. Additionally, the book provides many real classroom examples. Because of that, readers can easily imagine how to apply the strategies. In the 8th slide, there is weaknesses of the book. Of course, no book is perfect, right? This book also has several weaknesses. First, some strategies require a lot of preparation from teachers. For example, activities like surveys or group-based projects may take extra time. The second, some activities may be difficult to implement in very large classrooms. Managing collaboration with many students can be challenging. Third, this book focuses more on teaching theory and classroom strategies than educational technology, like now. So, if you are looking for digital writing tools, this book may not provide much information. Even so, these weaknesses do not reduce the overall value of the book. And the 9th slide, persuasive part. Why should we read this book? So, why should we read this book? First, this book is highly relevant for future English teachers. It teaches us how to make writing classes more engaging and less stressful. Second, it helps students build confidence in writing. Instead of being afraid of mistakes, students learn in a supportive environment. Third, the book encourages creative teaching. As future educators, we need more than theory. We need strategies that actually work in real classrooms. Therefore, I strongly recommend this book to anyone interested in teaching writing effectively. So, thank you for listening and attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.